Hey, g'day guys, it's Adam from VideoShowMeHow, and in today's video we are going to be doing the final installment of the Stormod modular storage solution for the back of the dmax. This is video 4 of the build for this particular mod, so if you haven't checked out the other 3 of how we went about putting this guy together, head on over and watch the other videos. I'll link them up the top here. Today's video is really going to be about how I've been using this for the last couple of months, really putting it through its paces, the different features on the front here and how they work on our command panel, and then just how it's been having this in the back of the dmax with the various storage bins and that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've been rocking this guy for the last couple of months, and I might be a bit biased, but it's awesome. So of course, depending on your own individual storage needs, for me, I really wanted to still get the maximum length of the tub and make sure I could still use majority of the space. As you can see, this really doesn't come out an awful lot on the sides, and if you're getting that full view of the back of the tub, you're still getting most of the room, but you're also getting a couple of storage pockets or storage bins that has been super helpful on those day trips and the camping trips, because I have gear stored in there that I want to have on hand at all times. And then of course in the back tub, the overarch, like you've seen from the build videos, I've got all sorts of treats installed in there. And that's been excellent because we've been able to sneak in our air compressor in there, as well as our 100-watt lithium battery that you've seen from the builds. We also have our inverter in there as well, so we're able to plug in 240 volt. That's nice and easily triggered from our command panel here as well. That gives us the ability to run anything up to that 1000 watt directly from the Stormod. Now, storage bin wise, and that was the main reason why I started designing one of these to have for the back of the dmax, it's really easy to be able to get in here and get underneath to the different sort of storage containers. In here I have kind of most of my day trip camping stuff. I've got a bit of milk frothing action there, but then also things like I've got my axes in here, I've got my collapsible shovel and what have you in here, as well as, you know, just general sort of camping bits and bobs in here, like your zip ties and different cables and that kind of thing. They permanently live there, so I never forget anything. And then on this front one, it's more of the other sort of coffee stuff I've got in here. I've got some lights, torches, I've got my different knives, that sort of thing, the ability to boil some water or cook some food, that kind of thing on the basics there as well. But then on the front here, we've got our little cutout, our little protector cover here that covers all of our wiring and what have you. That sits on the front here for our command panel. Now we'll get into what's going on here in just a second as far as attaching this guy to the tub. So if you wanted to just be able to run it only temporarily, you could always, even through some straps or what have you could sort of just strap it in there if it's only sort of a temporary thing. I've elected to bolt it though. I've got 3 different locations. One using our factory mount just in here. We've been able to just use a bracket and bolt it directly through our skeleton, so it's nice and tough. I've then got another bracket here that goes through the tub using a big M12 riv nut. And then the same around the back here, where we're using another big M12 with the bracket at the top here, and that connects it in from the back. So we've kind of got one big connection at the back, another one at the front here as well, and then the other one on the floor here as well. Now moving back around the front here, let's go through the command panel. This has been an absolute game changer as far as my camping setup's gone, and it's been excellent to have everything sitting here front and center. I normally have camping set up here like this and do all my cooking and bits and pieces all on the tailgate here, fridge, you can imagine all the camping gear or what have you, rooftop tent up the top here, we've got our lights on the sides and water and all of that sort of stuff like you've seen on some of the Instagram posts and that sort of thing. So having all of this handy and the storage bins to boot has just been excellent. So what we've got here, we have this is our inverter. So you should see the little light flicker on there in just a sec. There we go, boom. So we've got 240 and that's able to be switched independently. That's helpful so that we can see on our BMW 712 here, when we turn it on, we get the live readout of exactly what everything is drawing. We have our air here. This is for our actual air compressor. Hear that powering on in the background there and getting up to pressure. So just got a little bit of a hose going on here just to give a bit of a demo. So we can just plug it straight in there with our quick release. Even one-handed, even wearing a bloody dodgy glove, there you go. So that's been excellent for pumping up tires. I do have our fan independently switched there as well. That's this guy down the back here, which if you remember from the build, sucks air straight through the whole box to keep everything nice and cool. And I have got that connected in through our relay here on our BMV as well. So that will turn on once we get to 40 degrees. What are we here now? 32, so that'll kick on automatically. I haven't had any problems, and I've really given this a bit of a hiding, connecting up the dmax tyres, pumping up the dmax tyres after a trip, but then also a buddy's car as well to do 2 lots of 4 tyres, and this guy hasn't had a drama even in some Queensland heat. So been really happy with that. The other thing we've got going on, like you've just seen, is our aux beam switch panel here. This is the RGB version, and it is Bluetoothable as well, so you can control all of this via the app on the phone, which is pretty cool. And I've just got everything all switched like you saw from the build video. Power runs then all of our USBs here. So if we just plug in some camera batteries, for example, that I'm likely going to need in just a second because this one's going flat, we plug that in, and there we go. We power everything on there for standard USB stuff. And then we have a couple of our normal 12 volts in here as well. So if you need cigarette plugs to power up fridges, that sort of thing, you're able to do that. And then on top of that, we've got our little red one here, which is a solar input. We have the solar on the top of the dmax as it is with the permanent install, with our panel up the top there. That's a 100-watt panel that's going straight into our box via this as well, so you get the full readout on the smart monitor. But then if you want to run a blanket on those trips where you maybe need a bit more juice, this guy's good up to another 300 watts, so about 30 amps. And then finally on the control panel, we've got our lighting. So that's what turns these guys on independently. So that's been pretty handy to get some extra lights going at the campsite. Future plans include water, so we're going to have a secondary, whew, that was a bit loud. We're going to have a secondary one of these that I've got sitting over there, and that's going to go there to fill in that gap. So if you imagine a second one of those, that is going to be for water. So, or that's going to be for water. That's going to stay air. I'll commandeer one of these buttons to have a pump there, and we're going to stick a water tank underneath there. That'll be a future video. But there you go. That is the Stormod in a nutshell. That's sort of the final product. I did Raptor line the entire box, so that's why on the inside we're still the naked aluminium, the naked checker plate, on the outside black. I guess you could paint it whatever color you want, but I sort of just Raptor coated it to match the rest of the bed. I did design this so that it is modular as well, so that you could always just run one of these individually, the bins. Maybe you just want the bins, or maybe you just want the overarch to make use of the space. These are interchangeable as well, so you can put it on that side if you prefer, or that side. I tried to customize it so that it was suitable for multiple applications. Speaking of multiple applications, I've got some news. Stormod is very, very shortly going to be available to purchase. And I've got a whole production run of these made and ready to go. There is one other thing I'm just waiting for, but if you head on over to VideoShowMeHow.com, within the next sort of 2 days odd of this video going live, you'll be able to pick up one of these for yourself. So if this is something that you're interested in, good news, finally. I know a heap of you have been messaging, and I really appreciate the interest. I've just been working really hard to test this to the nth degree, because I want it to be something that I'm really happy with, and something that I would go and put in the back of the dmax. So before I would sell something like this, I would want to make sure that it's up to sort of my standard as well. So that's why it's taken a little minute. So I appreciate everyone's patience as I've been doing that. But now we're good. I'm happy with the final design. I've put together the proper standard versions, and you'll see that in a minute. So rather than my cutting and what have you here, it's all laser cut. It's got some better hinges than this one here as well, with some sort of different style that doesn't need as many bolts and what have you. Full lockable as well for both of the storage bins. It's not going to come with all of this sort of stuff. There's a couple of grand worth of gear here by the time I start worryingly add it all up. So it's not going to come with that, but the idea is that you'll have a sort of a blank slate here, plus your storage bins that you can customize and do. Maybe you want something like this, maybe you only want some inverter, maybe you're just going to want to run a battery or that kind of thing. The idea is that in that sort of maker style, you can fab up something that is going to fit like a glove. That's a dodgy pun, sorry about that. But you're going to have something that fits like a glove, that you know works. You've seen it all in the videos, and you can customize exactly what you want. If you want anything at all on the front, you can do that. Maybe you just want one of these. Maybe you just want a pair of bins, or maybe you want a bins on either side, you know, whatever you want there. Maybe you just want this overarch storage for both sides to maximize that space. It's up to you. The idea is that it's modular, hence Stormod being modular storage. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. think. I'm really interested to get your feedback. So let me know in the comments down below about what you reckon. What do you think about this as a ute storage option? Of course, as always, guys, a massive thank you to the patrons of Video Show Me How. You guys are a bunch of legends. Really appreciate it. But other than that, guys, as always, I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.